13. First semester of 6th grade and I still felt like a child. Then came 7th grade, and when I wasn't taking classes, I was hanging out with you guys. We called ourselves CDR, Caribbean Death Rampage, discovering ourselves through artistic expression and internet exploration. We were right in the middle of the internet explosion. In our close-minded private school, we were definitely the outcasts. 3 core members, Alex, CRVP, and Fan, with others who would eventually become closer to me, and some who would leave to the States. Some became parents, others professionals, and most became both. Some of us have lost communication, but others still keep contact. However, there's no denial that we were a familia, and we helped each other survive those middle school days where we needed someone to talk to or just have fun with. We definitely helped each other grow, and I'll forever be grateful to all of y'all for that. I've had a passion for art since I was a kid. I wanted to do video games, so I would always make up dream games. Most of them were fighting crossovers. That's what MVC2 and Smash can do to you. I would even draw characters for original fighting games and RPGs, but I never gave them the game stories or anything close to that. Plus I found out I was terrible at math, so I would never be able to be a game designer. So I decided to sit back and think, where does every idea start? And it popped like a cartoon light bulb. The paper. So I dedicated myself to writing. But first I had to disappoint my dad, or at least it felt like that. I told him I wanted to be an artist. I was gonna leave sports and dedicate my life completely to the arts. Yeah, we had a fight. I felt terrible for a while, but I moved forward. I started with lyrics, but it was never really good, so I started writing scripts for movies, which was my other passion. My first script was 37 pages long, and written in papel de argolla. Eventually, I wanted to expand to other genres, so I went back to the closest thing to lyrics, poetry. When I found out I didn't need to rhyme all the time, I found the light. I felt free and started writing poetry almost every day, taking into consideration every single experience I ever had, like many of my idols, punk rockers and rappers. I started collabing with friends, aka CDR, and we started writing lyrics for pop punk and metal bands we wanted to make. We started drawing and writing comics for some characters we would call Alex and Jason. We even started shooting a film called Dumbass, which was heavily inspired by MTV's Jackass. To say we got wild in creativity is an understatement. And later, when I got into high school, this creativity would expand. I would write poetry, short stories, short films, and journal entries endlessly. It was my first time studying out of Asais. I had studied there ever since kindergarten up until 9th grade. Back in that time, here in La Isla del Encanto. Middle school was from 6th to 9th grade. So technically I started high school in 10th grade. Or at least it felt like that. Because I was a foreigner in a land I had visited since I was a child but never fully embraced. Any regular Sabaneño would have studied in this local high school, or continued studying in Asais, which was expanding its high school program at the moment. But, since Dad worked in San Germán's high school, known as La Lola by everyone who knows what's up, he took me there. And while it wasn't easy to adapt at first, I thank my parents for transferring me to this school, as it became the place where I met some of the people I would come to cherish as a teen, an adult, like my ESPA teacher Esteves, who to this day continues to encourage me to continue writing, and Gisel, my drama teacher, who has always supported my passion for film and the arts. High school might have started like a wasteland, where I only knew my dad and the dudes I played basketball with, but I ended up growing as an artist, and even met the woman who I would one day like to call my wife, and mother of my children.